Got it. That's a big one. Got it. Come here. Oh, that's definitely a keeper. Don't fall off. Big, man. Look at that brook.
Alright guys, welcome back to another episode, and today I'm actually in the Blue Ridge Mountains, North Carolina, and I'm going to be fishing a wild trout stream. And I actually fished this stream in a previous episode, and a little ways back there I actually had camped, had walked up to their camp, and then I'd fished back out the next morning. Well, today we're going to be actually exploring a little bit further up that way, and there's supposed to be another stream that comes down off the mountain, and it's supposed to have mainly brook trout in it. So I'm actually going to go up that stream, camp, and we're going to fish that. So I'm looking forward to this. I really hope we can get on some trout today. And before I start heading upstream, there's actually a little pool right here, and I want to try fishing that just real quick before I head on because it looks pretty good. And what I'm going to be using is just this little trout magnet. All right, that was a horrible first cast. And it is actually gorgeous this morning. It's probably about low 60s, and it's just amazing. As far as being beautiful too. Starting to get, the leaves are starting to change color. You guys can see that, the fall colors. So this is awesome. And just gonna be making my way up. The stream I'm wanting to fish and camp on is actually not too far up here, just according to the map. So, all right guys, I'm gonna be quiet. There's actually a really nice deep hole right here. Probably has some trout in it. Right in there. You probably can't really see it on the GoPro, but it looks very good. So I'm gonna try to sneak up here. Gonna kind of ease it down in there. See if something will come get it. Something's coming. It's coming. Ah, guys, I had a bite. It was, I don't know if it was a trout or not. It was something. Got one. Got one, guys. Yes. Yes. All right, I'm gonna leave it in the water because it has to. Oh, it got off. Oh, I got it. Got it. All right, guys. Look at here. That is a brook trout, I think. Sorry, wait. No. I think that's a brown trout, actually. I'm sorry. But that is gorgeous. No, I'm sorry. That is a brook because of the white on its gills and stuff. But let me get my measuring tape, and I got to measure that because it has to be 7 inches to keep. Well, guys, it is just barely 7 inches, so I'm gonna actually let it go and do a release in under the water, but it's just barely 7 inches. But look at the colors on that thing. That's beautiful. That's a brook trout. Well, guys, that was pretty awesome to already get one. I could have kept it. It was 7 inches, but it was like right on the mark, and I decided just to release it. But I might regret that if we don't catch nothing else, but I'm banking on catching something else. We'll see. And I did bring a Mountain House mill, so if I do need to use that, if we don't get no more or something, I can. But I really thought that this little pool would maybe pan out, and it did. So let's keep going. All right, I've reached the area of the stream I'm going to fish that goes up into the mountain. I actually passed it for a little ways and had to backtrack because I didn't see it coming out, but it's right here, and there's actually a nice little hole right there. I'm going to try, might get something out of there, but then I'm going to go back up in there, and never been up there before, so looking forward to this. And if I find a campsite, I might actually go ahead and set up camp and then just let that be like my base operations and just fish from there up and down the stream or whatever. So we'll just see what happens. And if we're not catching anything on this stream, I might come back and fish upstream a ways, since we were actually catching fish, or at least getting bites there, and caught one fish. So see what happens. That's a big, that was a big trout that came out after that. Wow, this is so cool, guys. That is a big pool. I was not expecting there to be that big of a pool here. So I'm gonna come over here and we'll make some casts in there. Sure, there is some in here, but the trick's going to be getting them to bite. All right, tied on a spinner. I'm going to try that and see if that makes any difference. 'Cause I didn't even get a bite with the other one. I'm really surprised. There should be some trout in this big, huge pool. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna do a change of plan. That happens a lot. I change my plans a lot because well, when you go out, you just never know what'll happen. But what I'm thinking, the farther I'm going up, I'm finding some deep pools, look amazing, and I'm not even seeing trout or getting follows or nipped out or nothing. So, and I'm not really finding any camping spots or nothing like that. So what I'm gonna do is head back down to the main stream, and right where this stream goes into that one, there's actually a very nice camping spot. So I'm gonna go get my tent set up, and then we'll go follow the main stream up where I haven't fished before. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna get more trout down there. And when I am getting bites, a lot of them are like tiny. So I think my best bet will be to go down and fish the main stream, and that's a nice camping spot. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fish a couple spots on the way down, but I'm just, the further I'm coming up, the less trout it seems like there are, or maybe I'm just not doing something right, but we'll see. All right, guys, here's the campsite I'm talking about. Pretty nice little area. So we had a fire here before. So what I'm going to do is get the tent set up, and I'm actually going to show you, I got a new tent, so I'm going to show you what that is here in just a second. All right, guys, this right here is my new tent. It's a Eureka, and it's basically a backpacking tent. So I've never had one of these before, so I'm going to try it out and see what happens. It's just a one person, so it's very compact, so we'll see how it works out. Like I said, I've never tried this brand or really even a one person tent, I don't think, before, so it'll be something new. Well, I got the tent all set up, and it actually wasn't too bad to figure out. I mean, it didn't take me too long, but it's actually really nice. Be perfect for what I need it for. So actually, where I first started the day off, I walked up here, and right over there is actually the hole I actually caught the first trout in, or the only trout I've caught so far in. So what I'm going to do, because I had missed the stream going up and had to backtrack, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and fish that again, and then we'll just continue upstream, hopefully get a few, hopefully be able to come back later and cook some up. But we'll see what happens. Got plenty of time. It's probably only like 11:30, something like that, so should be pretty good. All right, let's see if there's still a trout here. Ah, I had one just for a second.
Got one. Decent one, guys. Decent one. This might be 7 inches. There we go, guys. Beautiful trout. Another brookie. Let me wet my hands. Here we go, guys. Another gorgeous trout. Beautiful. I'm gonna have to measure him real quick and we'll see if he's big enough to keep. Well, guys, my measuring stick's all broke, and the thing I was going to use to measure it, because I had made something I could use, must have fell out. So I don't have anything to measure it with, but I'm pretty sure that is 7 inches. It looks as big as the other one, so I'm gonna actually keep him. Got one. There we go. There we go. It's going to be too small. Alright, guys, I just wet my hand. This is going to be too small to keep. But it is gorgeous. Look at the colors on him. Got one. There we go. Beautiful trout. Still not that size again, but still. Another beautiful brookie. Look at that thing. Gorgeous. It's not long enough. It'll be smaller than the other one, so. Might not. Well, let me look. Yeah, I see the difference. So we'll let him go. I've switched to a black and blue one, and we're gonna see if that'll do anything. Got one. Decent fish. Decent. Over here. Got off again, but I got him. I think I got him. Not really how I want to treat a trout, but didn't bring my well guys, I gotta find my stringer now. Well guys, that was crazy. I couldn't find my stringer, and it was down there in the water. It had gotten washed away, but I found it. But this is not going to be big enough. But so I'm going to put him back in the water. But another gorgeous brookie. There you go, buddy. There you go. I'm going to let it get some air. I've had it out of the water a little bit. Probably longer than I should have. Come on, buddy. Yep, there he goes. There he goes. I'm going to peek over this rock and cast in there. Could be something in there. Doesn't look like it. Ooh, there's a good trout. Oh, got him. Decent trout. This might be my next keeper. Oh, sorry, buddy. Oh, shoot. Well, guys, that was disheartening. I almost brought my net with me, and I should have brought my net. But I fell through a little hole right there. I believe down to the water, so I think it'll be okay. But that looked to be about the right size. I think I could have kept that one, too. Oh, well.
Got one. That's a decent fish. Decent fish. Oh, never mind. He felt bigger than he was. Rats. I was really hoping this was my next one. We get good lighting on him here. I'll show you. Sorry, buddy. There you go. There he is. Another beautiful brook. I've been catching all brooks. That's crazy. All right. Goodbye, buddy. Got one. Ah. Got him. That was sick. He came back for it. Still not the size I'm looking for. Calm down. Got this one good. Right in the top of the mouth. So he has some pretty colors on him though. Put him back in. Alright. Goodbye. Bonk. Guys, right over this rock there's a big trout. Or not huge, but it looks maybe like it could be a keeper. So see what'll happen. Got it. Come here. Oh, that's definitely a keeper. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Oh, that's a good one. Good one, good one, good one. Woo! Guys, look at here. Don't get off. I'm not gonna be careful with him because he's a keeper. But he is thick, man. Look at that brook. Gorgeous. I mean, just measure just to be sure, but because he's more thicker than anything. Yep, he's even longer. And there was another one in there with him, guys. Guys, look at that brook trout. He is gorgeous. That's awesome. And there was one in there, maybe about the same size, another one. So that's great. That's what I'm looking for. Right there. Yes. There's a whole bunch of trout down there. Wow. Got him. And that wasn't one of the big ones. I'm gonna get him back in. There's more in there. Got him. Oh, rats. Might go ahead and get him in. I don't think he's big enough. That is crazy. They're still hitting that. Got him. That's a big one. Big one. Yes, got him. Yes. Yes. I knew there was a big one and they kept coming back and grabbing it. That's crazy. He's definitely going to be big enough to keep. That's great. Guys, I can't believe those trout just kept coming after it. Because, I mean, there was like 4 or 5 of them. And I figured they'd spook after the first one. They didn't. They just wanted that so bad. That's funny. I'm going to try again. They're still down in there, so I might get a couple more. Found another really good looking pool. Oh, that was a good one. Wow. That was a good fish. Got one. There we go, guys. There was a big one with it again, though. Hold up, buddy. They are so, I know I keep going on about it, but they're just such a gorgeous fish. I love catching them. Goodbye. Well, it is 2:38 right now, and I've come a long ways upstream. And you know, I've caught some fish and I've caught a few keepers, so I'm really happy with that. And I got a long trip back and I haven't eaten anything except when I was traveling here this morning. I stopped and ate something, but that's been it. So I'm starting to get hungry. So I'm gonna go ahead and start heading back, and I'll fish probably the most likely looking spots along the way back. And then when I get back to the camp, if it's still there, hopefully somebody didn't steal it, I'm gonna cook up these fish, and I'll probably even do up the mountain house meal. I forget what it is, but probably cook that up too, and then fish around the camp area and just enjoy the rest of the evening. So, but it's been just a beautiful day. And it's funny, when I got up in the rocky areas with these big pools, that's where these fish have been. I've been getting bit about every time I've thrown in them. Some of them have been small fish, but still. All right, I'll see you guys back down there.
Well, my tin is still there. That's a good thing. All right, back at camp.
All right, guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna eat this mountain house. It's actually biscuits and gravy along with the trout. So what I'm gonna do is go get some water in here, and then I'll put it in this pan and boil some water, pour it in here, close it up, and wait about 5 minutes or 8 minutes probably, and it should be done. So while that's cooking, I'll be cleaning the trout and stuff. And let me grab it. Before, I didn't think, since my tape measure broke, I just actually busted it open and then counted out 7 inches. So I will be able to go measure them trout for sure. But I didn't think about that earlier. I should have, but it would have been nice to have had it, but it's fine. But I'm gonna go do that and then do up the trout. And I'm getting the water from the stream coming out down off the mountain, because the water from here, for whatever reason, tastes amazing. I guess it's come down from the high mountains. I'm actually going to get me a drink. I'm thirsty. Delicious water. Alright, I'm just going to dump this water. I get that all dirty. Into here. But you know what? I probably should have squeezed. Well, I was boiling it. It should be okay. I hope. It should be alright. I'm boiling the water, so. I'm gonna get this to boiling, dump it in there, and then I'm gonna bring the trout back, measure them, and then we'll just to make sure that they're 7, but I'm pretty sure they are. And then go clean them and then cook up the trout while it's cooking. It's actually biscuits and gravy. I don't really know if biscuits and gravy go really good with trout, but we'll see. Alright, the water is boiling. So that's kind of, yep, you can see that's what it looks like. Biscuits and gravy. Interesting. They're actually, yeah, about forgot this. Which I guess they say it doesn't really matter if you leave it in there, but I'd rather not leave it in there. So I'm gonna turn this off. Should be about the right amount of water. What I'm going to do is go ahead and close it up, and then, ooh, it's hot. Just shake it up a little bit. You're supposed to stir it, but shaking will work. Alright.
All right, guys, let's see if this is 7 inches. This is exactly 7 inches, so I'll put it at the tip of the tail. Oh, up here. All right, tip of the tail right there. Yep, it is good. That's great. Yep, I'm right down perfectly right there, so that one's good. So these other ones will definitely be good. Yep, that one's good. This one, yeah, that's good. And yep, that one's good too.
Well, guys, that makes me feel a little bit better, because I was like, man, what if that's not 7 inches? So they are all 7 inches, so I'm good and legal. So I'm going to go ahead while this is just sitting here cooking up. I'm going to go clean the fish, and we'll get back and have biscuits and gravy and trout.
There we go. There they are, all in the pan. Let's start cooking it.
And I did have a fork, but I don't think that's gonna work. So I guess I'll have to use a knife and a fork. I mean a fork and a spoon. What do you thought? But this should be done. It's gravy. I might turn this down a hair. Interesting. Well, they did say to stir it and leave it, so. Actually, it's pretty good. That's what it looks like. But I just stirred it, so I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit more. Because it wasn't quite stirred up, so. And these are just plain. I didn't bring any salt, pepper, nothing for them. Just gonna cook them straight. Alright, that should be good. Let's see. That's it right there. The other mountain house I had, I forget what it was, but it was better than this. But still, that's not bad, especially because I'm hungry. But it's really not bad at all. Well, I definitely demolished that before the trout were even done. Should be getting close though. Alrighty, that should be good for those. Dig into them in here in a minute. And actually, I think I forgot to say grace. So I'll just say it over the trout. Yeah, I completely forgot. Alright. Looking good. Unfortunately, my fork not doing too good. So you know what I'm going to do so this don't fall off. Stick this down right here. Let's see if we can peel some of this meat off of it. Just peels right off the bones. There we go. It's good. Definitely need some salt, but it's still very good. Trout's always good, but could use just a hair of salt. Does that have any bones?
Well, guys, I think what I'm going to do is clean up and then just relax for maybe an hour or two and then just go from there.
All right, guys, I probably got about 2 hours till dark, so what I'm gonna do is that little hole that I started off the day at, I'm gonna go fish that real quick, and then I might go downstream just a little ways and see if I can do any good down there. All right, let's see if we can make something happen. Nothing on the first cast. Well, I didn't get anything downstream, so I decided to come back and get settled in for the night. And I mean, it wasn't a bad day. Caught a few fish, couldn't ask for more. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. I actually just got camp all packed up, and I actually can't stay and fish this morning because I have to get back home. So what I'm gonna do is go fish that little pool real quick, just make a couple casts, and then I'm gonna head back home. So I'll see you guys over there. All right, gonna make my first cast. See what happens. Make sure this is good. Yep. Oh, caught a leaf. Wonderful. There we go. That should work. Well, guys, made it back to the truck. Had an amazing time out there. If you guys want to see more episodes like this where I go camping in the mountains and trout fishing, please let me know down in the comments. And sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath. Whew, I hoofed it up here. But it was an amazing time. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.